What is up, fam? Welcome back to the show. I'm so excited to get into today's episode. We're talking all about productivity. This is something I feel very passionate about because I think so often we're like, oh, we don't have time to do things, or there's not enough hours in the day, when it's like, there actually is. You just have to make sure you're optimizing your time. And it does take a little bit of pre-planning, but the benefits that you get of this outweigh the small time it takes to actually do it. So this is so important. I work with this on my clients because in order to add in new healthy habits, like getting your walks in, adding in workouts, meal prepping, like you have to allocate time. It's not just going to magically appear. I'm going to tell you my step-by-step guide to productivity. Let's get into it. Welcome to Holistic Health is Hot, where your journey to sculpting your dream body meets holistic health. I'm your host, Ashley Roberts. Here, we're going to chat about mindset hacks that have completely transformed my life and dive deep into nutrition and movement that will help transform yours. We're going to get into the intense connection between mind, body, and soul so you can glow from the inside out. Let's get into it. And remember, holistic health is hot. Okay, first off, again, why should you give a shit? If you don't allocate time to do anything, you're not going to get it done. And let's be honest, we all have so many things we need to do on top of being healthy. You might have kids, you probably have a job, you probably have stuff around the house to get done. You've got bills to pay. You've got just so many different things. You've got friends' dinners, like trips. There's so many things on top of, you want to get fit for the rest of your life? Cool. You're going to have to go on walks. You're going to have to allocate time to meal prep. You're going to have to go to the grocery store. You're going to have to go to the gym. Again, I'm not like listing out all these things to be like, feel overwhelmed. I'm listing out all these things because yes, they are things that need to get done, but it's so easy to get them all done if you optimize your day by using this step-by-step method that I'm going to give you. And as a side note, if you have goals, you can't just hope you're going to get your walk in. You can't just hope you're going to allocate time to eat healthy meals. You can't just hope you're going to, go to the gym. You have to schedule in the time. I am a firm believer in this. And I myself learned this the hard way because a couple weeks ago, if you don't know, I'm getting in the best shape of my life and I'm doing it in a healthy way. I've done it in a very unhealthy way before. And a couple weeks ago, I had this mindset of, I'm a holistic health coach. I'll get it done. Wrong. I did not get it done. I did not show up for myself in the way that I wanted to. I didn't allocate enough time in my day to get my workouts in. I didn't allocate enough time to, get my walks in. So I literally didn't hit my step goal. Oh, ladybug just landed on my window. I didn't allocate enough time to get my step goal. I didn't allocate enough time to eat healthy meals. Like I didn't plan my meals. Like I was all over the place. And like I said, even me, I typically overall eat very healthy, but since I have a goal, it's not enough for me to just hope I get this stuff done. I'm getting in the best shape of my life, which means I need to plan everything out. And the planning part really does not take a long time. It's just, again, giving yourself that time to do it. And you might even think this is overkill, but every single Friday, I plan out my week for the next week. I allocate time in my calendar to plan my week. Okay, you got to plan to plan. And again, you might feel like, oh my gosh, this is overkill, Ashley, but it will change the game for you. And you'll be like, holy crap, I actually have time to do everything. This is crazy. Okay. So what you're going to do first is you're going to list out all of your priorities you need to do in a week. Okay. And this includes your job. This includes maybe if you have a kid, you have sporting events. For me, I'm an auntie. If I want to go watch my niece do gymnastics, I'm going to allocate time for that. So I'm going to list out every single thing that I have to do and how much time it's going to take. Maybe you need to go to the grocery store. Maybe, you need to buy a birthday present for your nephew, whatever it may be. List out all of the priorities and how much time each of them is going to take. As a hint, make sure you are allocating more time than you actually think you need, because so often, even me, I still do this sometimes where I'm like, cool, I'm going to cook, I'm going to meal prep. And I'm like, I give myself an hour to do it when it takes a couple hours. Or even, let's just say workout. You're, saying, oh, I have an hour workout. Okay. Yes. But you also have to drive to the gym. You also have to go in the locker room, put your keys away. Maybe you have to change into workout clothes if you're coming straight from work. So you need to allocate time for that too. And so give yourself, maybe if you have an hour workout, give yourself 2 hours. And again, I know that might feel like overkill, and you can, as you get more comfortable with time management, you'll be able to be like, oh wait, no, this actually, I did a 45-minute workout and I allocated an hour and a half, and that was perfect timing for me. Okay, I meal prepped certain things, and for what I want to get done to meal prep, it only takes me about, an hour and a half. Okay, so you'll get more granular with it as you practice this. So again, list out every single priority, including your job, because that is a big chunk of time that you need to make sure you are adding in. So again, listing everything out and how long it's going to take you, whether that's 2 hours, maybe work. If you don't work from home and you have to commute to the office, like you need to allocate that time so then you can actually see how much time you have left to add in these other habits. So again, listing out and how much time, what is it and how much time it's going to take. Then the next step is to number that in order. And you can just do this on a piece of paper. Like, you've got your list, you've got how long it's going to take, and then you're going to number them in order of priority, 1 to however many things that you have. Okay. And everyone's priorities are going to be different. But if you are like, just trying to lose weight and get healthy in a balanced way, maybe your workouts aren't the top priority, but eating healthy is. So your meal prep is, on top of that, is higher up than your workouts are. And again, if you were my one-to-one client, we would go through this together step by step to make sure that you are allocating time, as well as making sure it's fitting in with you and your lifestyle and your goals. So we've got our list, right? So let's just say work. Again, like work is a number one priority for a lot of people. If you have kids, maybe that's a really high priority. You're just going to you're going to go through the list and be like, okay, cool. Like work is something that has to get done. There's no questions asked. So that's going to be number 1. And then maybe for me, number 2 is, depending on what my core values are, like family is important to me, not maybe. But again, like maybe number 2 is like going to my niece's gymnastics once a week. Maybe number 3 is, making sure I hit 12K steps every single day. And then number 4, okay, do you get what I'm saying? And also too, in this list, you want to make sure, I think I already said this, but making sure you're adding in your healthy habits too. Because your step goal, that is something that you have to allocate time for. Meal prepping is something you have to allocate time for. Making dinner is something you have to allocate time for. Again, so you're adding those in with all of your priorities, okay? And then numbering them. I know I'm being repetitive, but I want to make sure you understand step by step, okay? So we're going to review. 1, listing out all of the things you need to get done, including healthy habits, including your job, including family obligations. Number 2, you're going to write out how long each thing is going to take next to that. And then you're going to number them by priority, 1 to whatever. What's up, guys? I hope you're loving this episode. I wanted to take a quick second to offer you something special for podcast listeners only. If you're someone who is a high achiever or craving discipline and transformation, you're ready to lose weight and leave old habits behind like food guilt, constant bloat, and body negativity, ready to embrace a new identity and become absolutely obsessed with your body in your life, for life, then listen up. Vitality is my one-to-one coaching program where you will get in the best shape of your life for life. You will feel absolute food freedom and feel proud of your food choices, aka no more food guilt. You will feel energized, motivated, and excited to wake up every single morning to do your cute little morning routine. You will feel sexy AF in a bathing suit all year round and have the confidence to sprint to the front of every single photo. Your routines and workouts will light you up and you will radiate confidence and magnetism in every aspect of your life. If you're ready to get in the best shape of your life for life, then DM me the word vitality on Instagram and we can chat about getting started. I'm so excited to work with you. Okay, back to the episode. Next up, we're going to add these priorities into our calendar. We're going to add all these tasks into our calendar and you're going to do it by priority. So whatever your number 1 is, it's like, okay, that's work. Okay, cool. As a side note, I recommend using Google Calendar. It is so easy to move things around if you need to and actually allocate time. You can use an actual paper planner, but I'm just going to be real with you. So many of my clients have been like, oh, I love like writing things down in a paper planner, or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And then they'll come back to me and be like, wow, I should have used Google Calendar from the beginning because it's so easy. I'm like, I know. It's just nice because you can set repeating tasks so you don't have to write out like work 9 to 5, work 9 to 5. It's like, okay, work is 9 to 5, repeat Monday through Friday every single week. So it's like, it kind of systematizes it for you so you don't have to keep doing it every week. Like for me, I'll add in my walks like 7:30 to 8:30 every single day, Monday through Friday. So I don't have to go back every single week and add in my walks every week. So again, we're going by priority. So maybe work is number 1. You're going to add that in there. Okay. So then you're like, cool. What time do I have left? Okay. Then we're going to move on to whatever you put as number 2. Maybe it's the gym. The gym is number 2 for you. So you're going to go in your calendar with whatever time you have left. And you're going to be like, okay, maybe Monday through Friday, I want to go to the gym in the mornings. So from, 5:30 to 7, you're allocating that gym time. So then you can come home and make a healthy breakfast and get out the door by the time you need to for work or whatever. Okay. So you're going to repeat that. And you're going to just go down each priority by number again, because you numbered them in order, and you're going to add them into your calendar, allocating the correct amount of time that you put next to it. Okay. So you've got it all laid out. You're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 until however many. And if you get to a point and you're like, oh my gosh, I literally don't have time to add this in. That's where it comes down to, again, 1, you're doing it by priority to make sure that you're leaving time. Maybe you have a friend's birthday or something like that, and you're like, I really want to go to this, but I usually work out in the afternoons. Okay, you wake up early that day and you go to the gym in the morning. That way you can visually see, because let's just say you had your friend's birthday and you're like, wait, I usually go to the gym in the afternoon. You're like, oh shoot, guess I'm going to miss the gym. It's like, no, you need to make sure you're planning it out so you know you're going to get things done. It's not if I have the time, I hope it works out. It's, oh, I have allocated the select amount of time that I need and I know I'm going to get it done. And this goes for anything. If you are like, I hope I meal prep this week. It's like, okay, yeah, you can't just say, I hope. When are you going to get it done? When are you going to the grocery store? Putting this stuff in the calendar. And again, I know you might be like, Ashley, this is such overkill, but it really isn't, because this is the thing. There are so many things to worry about in this world. So many life events. There's so many things going on. It's your mom's birthday. It's your friend's wedding. You're going on a trip. You've got to drink your water. You've got all these things going on with work. There are so many things to remember. And when it comes down to it, you need to make sure you're allocating the time, because you will not do it. And look, I don't remember things all the time. Yeah, I'm at this place where, yes, most of my healthy habits are automatic because I've been doing this for so long. But at the same time, if I have a certain goal, which I do, to get in the best shape of my life, I have to take things a step further. And you will get to a point where hitting your 10K steps is easy. Drinking your water is easy. But until then, you have to make sure you're scheduling in the time to get there. Even with a water goal. My client's like, oh, it's so hard. And I'm like, okay, well, did you set reminders on your phone to be like, chug water? Are you chugging water when you first wake up? Setting reminders can also be such a helpful tool for that kind of thing, because you're not just like, oh, I keep forgetting. It's like, yeah, obviously there's so many things to remember on top of work and friends and all the things. So make it easier on yourself. Get a big, cute water bottle, chug water in the morning as part of your morning routine, and then set reminders on your phone throughout the day so you don't just forget, because yeah, it's so easy to forget things because we've got so many things to worry about. And also, as a side note too, yes, we want to schedule in our walks and our healthy habits and everything like that, but schedule in the fun things too. I think we can get so caught up in our schedules and kind of want to multitask and be like, okay, yeah, I'm going to hang out with my kids while also trying to plan movies. No. It's so important to be intentional with your time. Focus on one thing at a time. If you're planning, and maybe that's not feasible if you have kids, but maybe your husband or partner or whatever can take on the kids for 20 minutes while you make sure you're planning out your whole entire week. And I think a lot of times people too want to do everything on Sunday. It's like, you want to meal prep, you want to clean the house, you want to, do all the things. But instead of doing everything to Sunday, maybe even Friday morning, have a coffee date with yourself and plan everything out. Plan your meals, plan your walks, do the step-by-step process that I told you about so you can make your life easy. That's the point of this, is we want to make it easy on yourself so you don't have to think about what you need to do. You just have to show up and do it. Set alerts on your phone, set reminders on your phone. Again, make your life easy. Okay? Set yourself up for success. And yeah, don't multitask. I think this is something that I've really been wanting to work on, because so often it takes us a long time to get things done because we're not being intentional, especially like planning. Planning could take you an hour or it could take you 10 minutes. It's if you are sitting down and focused and you don't have your phone, you don't have anything distracting you, you're just focused, you can get it done so quickly. There's so many distractions in this world in this day and age, and our attention span is so much shorter. So be intentional with your time. Spend time with your friends and just be doing that. Work on your healthy habits and just be doing that. Go to the gym and just be doing that. Like, don't spend time on social media while you're working out. Give yourself that space to be intentional with that time. Like, I'll be real with you. Like, I can go to the gym and spend 2 hours if I'm just like on my phone dilly-dallying, or I can go to the gym, be focused, and just get it done in an hour. I honestly don't even work out that long. I don't know why I said that. Well, I work out at home a lot, but just be so intentional with your time. It'll save you so much energy. Also, too, if you struggle with kind of like social media and everything like that and just using that as a distraction, use this app called Opal, Opal. I can link it in the description. This has been life-changing for me. I was scrolling so much and I felt like I was wasting so much of my life, and it was just making me not be productive because I was like doing something and then I get a notification on my phone and then I would get distracted, and instead of just like sitting down and doing what I need to do so then I can have fun or scroll or relax another time is so important. In this app, Opal, I essentially block my social media from 5 a.m. to 5 p.m., but you can essentially have breaks in there. So it's blocked. Even if I go to like open Instagram, it'll say like you blocked it. But if I go to the Opal app, I can kind of essentially give myself a break. It's really annoying to do because you have to sit there. I'll be like, you can snooze this in 1 minute. So you literally have to sit and stare at it for a minute before it allows you to actually snooze it. And you can set it anywhere from 1 minute to 15 minutes. But it's been so helpful for me and Eric, because we're not just like our mind is going crazy and we're distracted and we're trying to like do all these different things. Even on my computer, there's so many distractions, but being able to like put everything on do not disturb is just so helpful for me to be intentional with my time. You will be shocked at how much you can get done if you actually focus on one activity. Another tip that I want to share with you is called the Pomodoro technique. And this is essentially, I don't know the history of it, but where did I learn it? I think in a business mentorship. And it's essentially where you allocate time. You set a timer for 25 minutes and you do one task for 25 minutes. And then you give yourself a 5-minute break after that. There's a bunch of apps. One that I use is called Session. So this is even helpful for you like working on work tasks, because again, it's like we can be working on a million different things, but if we just can focus on one thing for 25 minutes straight, you're going to get it done so fast. And the point of this too is like, you will get stuff done in the amount of time that you allocate to do it. Like for me today, I am going to go to the pool with my mom and my niece and nephew, and that's in like an hour. And so I gave myself an hour to podcast. I've podcasted in like 3 hours by the time I like dilly-dally to like set things up. But it's like you get things done in the amount of time that you allocate. So if you can be intentional, you're going to be like, holy crap, I can get so much done. And again, that all comes from pre-planning. So the Pomodoro technique is fire and a really great way to get some deep work in. I think there's this book I read. It's called Deep Work. I'm forgetting the name of the author, but it's a really great book to read. It's not the most exciting book, I'm not gonna lie, but maybe ask ChatGPT and ask for a summary or something. It's just really eye-opening to be like, whoa, I'm not intentional with my time. My brain's all over the place. And if you focus, you will be shocked at what you can get done. Like, I'm so productive these days that I can pretty much get a whole day's worth of work done in like 3 hours. Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but I highly recommend following my step-by-step guide to just planning and being productive. You will be shocked at how much you can get done. Again, you have to plan. You have to plan. You have to plan. You have to plan. I'm going to say it a million times until I get it in your cute little brain. You will be shocked at how much you can get done. Even my clients are like, whoa, I can get all the things done that I want to because I allocate the time. Because all you have to do is show up and do it. You don't wake up in the morning and are like, okay, what do I need to do today? That takes up so much brain capacity to ask yourself that question rather than just allocate 20 minutes every Friday, have a coffee date with yourself and just plan everything out. Plan your meals, plan when you're going to meal prep, plan when you're going to go to the grocery store, plan when you're going to get your workouts in. Obviously, plan what work stuff you need to do. Your life will be so much easier if you follow this method. I use it every single week, okay? And the one week I didn't, I was struggling, okay? So, plan. I also have a free habit and meal planner to kind of help you with this whole planning your day, planning your week. It'll be really, really helpful for you. Link is in the show notes if you want to grab that. It's completely free and my clients love it. I love it. I have a separate habit tracker that I use, but this one is freaking chef's kiss. If you wanted even more, my custom vitality app, my one-to-one coaching program, where it's a little bit more intricate and I actually assign, I make sure that you are hitting all of your healthy habits. There's a compliance score. You can keep track of your water. You keep track of your workouts. You can see how you're progressing, and it's really, really cool and a powerful tool. But I do have a free one in the description. So yes, plan your stuff. Stop hoping that you're going to get things done and just allocate time, okay? Set a coffee date for yourself and get to it. I hope this was so helpful. If you have any questions on productivity, health and fitness goals, or anything in between, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. The link to my Instagram is in the show notes. Thank you so much for following along. Don't forget to like, subscribe, review, rate the podcast. It means the world to me. I absolutely freaking love this stuff, and I want to change as many lives as possible and make health and fitness fun and easy for you and millions of others. So please share it with a friend if you thought this was helpful, and I'll catch you on the next one.